Hi guys, so in this tutorial I'll be showing us how to cut a simple kimono. Now my fabric is on fold and I have my shoulder line drawn already. So next thing, my shoulder to my chest line. Usually I use 9 inches, but I want some level of ease on the jacket, so I'm doing 10 inches. Okay, so but you could just use 9 or 10, whatever you want. Okay, so this is my chest line. It is on this line I'll be inputting my bust circumference and measurement, right? So now I'll go back to the shoulder line and impute half of my across back measurements, okay, which is 7.5. So I'll put the same thing on the chest line, 7.5 inches. Okay, then I'm going to draw a straight line to connect the 2 points together. Okay, so once I do this on the chest line, now I'm going to impute my bust measurements. But since it's a free garment, I'm going to add some ease. Now I've marked 3 inches on the shoulder line for the neck width and 1 inch for the neck depth. Okay, please ignore the sound of the baby. It's so difficult creating content when you have it like a small baby in the house. Yeah, so yeah, back to it. So I did 3 inches for neck width and 1 inch for neck depth. Meanwhile, we are cutting the back. Yeah, so I'll use my curved ruler now to draw the neckline. So don't forget, I did 3 by 1 for the back. So if you're a plus size, you could do up to 3.5, but usually 3 is usually okay for most people, or even 2.5 for small sizes, okay? So from the shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch to create the shoulder slant, okay? Yeah, so I'll draw my shoulder slant now, like that. The next thing, I'm going to measure my bust circumference measurement, which is 9.5. I'll add half inch, making it 10, then 1 inch for side seam allowance, okay? Now we're going to draw an armhole. I'll find the midpoint, which is 8. I'll mark it that way. Then I'll come in by half inch. Then I'll use my curved ruler to draw the armhole. Okay, so on the bust measurement, I added half inch for ease, aside the seam allowance. Okay, now, so now I'm going to mark the length or where I want the kimono to stop. Okay, so now this is it here. I want the length of my kimono to be 32 inches, so I'll make it 34, meaning I want to add my seam allowance to it already. So this is the hemline of the kimono, and then I'll be adding some allowance to my hip measurement because my hip is the widest part. So my hip is 10.5. I'll make it 11. So I'll mark that and 1 inch for side seam allowance. I'll just link it together and then I'll cut out. Okay, so you can see the way I linked it together. Now I'm going to cut it out. Then when I'm cutting the armhole part, I'm going to add my half inch seam allowance around the armhole and also the neck area. So you can see the way I'm cutting out. Then when I get to this point here, okay, I'll be cutting out my armhole. Okay, so before I do that, I quickly want to cut the front. So to cut the front, you're going to place the fabric on fold and leave half inch away from the edge of the fold like I've done. Then next you place the back pattern like this. Okay, so I'll use the back to cut out the front. If you notice, I've not yet cut out the armhole yet. I just want to use the back pattern to cut out the front. Okay, now once I cut this part out, we're now going to work on the front neckline. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'm going to mark the shoulder line, okay, or better still, let me trim out the armhole first. So I'm cutting front and back together. You can see that I added my half inch seam allowance, okay, like that, right? Then here now I'm going to mark the original shoulder line on the front like that, okay. Yeah, so once I do this, next thing is to cut the front neckline. So for the front, we're going to measure down. So we're going to create like a V neckline. So the depth of the neckline depends on you. So usually when I do kimonos, I make it as much as 4 or 5. So this is 3 inches for the neck width. It has to be the same thing on the back. Did I say 4 or 5? I meant 14 or 15 for the depth of the neckline. Okay, or you can make it even be as much as maybe the waistline. Okay, so I'm doing I think 14, like I said. I said 14, yes. So but the neck width has to be the same because it has to correspond with the back neckline. Okay, so I'll just take my ruler now and link my neck width to that 14-inch point. So if you want to, your own can still go down or can still go up, whatever. Okay, so this is my front neckline. Can you see? There, so that I have like a V shape on the neckline. And then now I can now add my seam allowance to the neckline, which is just 1/2 inch. And don't forget, we already have 1/2 inch on fold. Okay, that goes all the way down. So and then this is the neckline. So now yeah, the shoulder slant now, okay, is I've not yet cut it out. Yeah, so I've not yet cut it out. So I'll place the front back on the no, back on the front, so that I can use the back to cut the shoulder slant. Guys, it's not easy to shoot video and be doing voiceover, honestly. So sorry. So but at least you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I've cut the shoulder slant. Now I will cut the neck separately. Okay, so this top one is a back neck. I'll add 1/2 inch seam allowance to cut the neckline. Can you see that? Then I'll take out the back, okay, so that you don't make mistake. Then you cut out the front neckline. So I'll cut along the chalk, okay, the 1/2 inch we already added. So I'm just going to cut out like so. So I want to believe everybody understood what I did, right? So this is the back and front. Okay, so and then the next thing you want to now do is to cut out the neckline. Okay, so I'm just showing us all over and all over again, nothing serious. So next thing is to cut out the sleeve. Okay, and then open up the front, because the front is not on fold. We only folded the fabric to cut out the front. So you're going to open up the front because it's not on fold like this, and then we're going to be adding like I don't know what to call it. It's not a collar per se, but like a binding that gives it that kimono look, right? So I'm just folding my fabric now, and then we'll go ahead to cut the sleeve. So I think I've done a video on how to cut sleeves. I'll put the link in the description box. Okay, so now to cut the collar, you're going to measure from the shoulder tip like that. You measure it round up to where you have the v-neck, and then you measure it all the way down. Meanwhile, the collar is just going to be in front, not at the back. Okay, so you measure the whole of this. Then you also need to measure the back neckline. That will give you the total length, like of what you need. Okay, so I'm also going to measure the back neckline, like I said. And this is my armhole here. You can use this to like cut out the sleeve. So I'll be posting a video on how to cut a sleeve that I've done before, but usually we use the armhole circumference to draw the sleeve. Or if you want to, if you have your own method of cutting sleeve before, please feel free to. You don't have to use my own method, yeah. So this is the sleeve I already cut out. This is the sleeve, and then this is the collar I was talking about, the black stuff. So this is the back and front piece for the kimono. Then for the black stuff I'm using for the collar. Okay, like I said, this is how it looks like here. So what you do is you're going to fold. I use satin. You place it on fold. Okay, let me just quickly show the measurement I use. So this is it here. I measured out 1/4 of an inch on fold. So that's like 4.5 inches, for the width. Then yeah, so in my next video, if you guys want, I can show us how I couple the whole stuff together. So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.